You think you know me?
Alright, so boom, back with another video, you know what I'm saying? We back at it with another Reddit video, you know what I'm saying? My last Reddit video actually did really good for the channel, and it didn't get a lot of views, but it did decently. We're looking at what was the most non-safe for work event you ever stumbled upon in your high school days. Now, I've been a part of some NSFW moments, but like, we're not here for me, we're here for them. So before we get into the video, make sure you hit that like button, comment, share this with your friends so I can be all over this place like a virus, like Rona. Subscribe and hit that bell so you can know when I upload new videos. Let's get straight to the video.
What was the most NSW event you ever stumbled upon in high school? Not me, but a friend of mine who was yearbook photographer. She was a rail thin, awkward, geeky high schooler and was asked to photograph a day in the life of the swim team. Our school had the football fever, and so other sports were always trying to get more than a few mentions in the yearbook packed with dozens of football shots. So my friend showed up to the swim team practice and later state tournament. She was asked to join them at their victory party, which was at someone's house with its own pool and hot tub. When she got there, most of the team was already drunk and not an adult in sight. There were also a lot of girlfriends of the team there, and more than once, my friend was asked to join them naked in the hot tub. People were freaking freely, and she strived constantly to get acceptable photos instead of the wanton depravity around her. At one point, some naked girl was chugging while she was in the cowboy position, screwing on top of her boyfriend while everyone cheered her on. They kept begging my friend to take photos, and she refused in horrified shock. Some of the guys got really handsy with her until finally she picked a time when they were distracted, and she left. She later was crying to her best friend because she felt so stressed out and it was nothing like she expected. Sort of like showing a 10-year-old Caligula when they were expecting Toy Story 2. Only one photo made it to yearbook from that party. A hot tub photo where she had to crop out the beer keg, and everyone's body was below the waterline so you couldn't tell they were naked. I was a corn cob.
Shorty was riding dick and chugging a beer at the same time. Give that woman an applause right now. She needs that. Ain't no way she really just did that, bro. She needs to be in every yearbook. She need a trophy for that, cause ain't no way. That is bonkers. That's crazy. Oh, photo grave. She really did that. Like, bro. Give her an award ASAP.
Peddler for a while at school. Girls who wanted adult toys but didn't want to buy them themselves, or couldn't, would pay me the cost and a bit extra for me to get it for them simply because I had no shame as a 17-year-old. The store clerk must have been thinking you've shoved them up yourself, then reverse digesting it or some crap.
What? So you telling me y'all are in high school? Why? Yo, buy them off Amazon. I don't know how old this is, but buy them off Amazon, bruh. It's not even like nobody gonna know who bought it and stuff like that except for me. When I was working at Amazon and I was packing your packages and I seen what you was getting, I know it was fucking during Christmas. Y'all was some wild boys. Y'all was some wild girls. Y'all was out here in these streets wilding, and I don't even care about who it, Becky, Patricia, Shaquita. I'm just naming names. I don't remember everybody's name. Those are the packages, but bro, y'all was wildin', and just do that. Ain't no way I'm gonna pay somebody to go ahead and get me my. I'm pretty sure this was about girls, so I don't know if no niggas was getting no fucking flashlights, but flashlights. I said flashlights, but yeah.
I walked into a bathroom after a fight. Broken mirror, blood smeared on the wall and floor, water everywhere. Probably unrelated to the fight, and a lot of bloody tissues in the sink. Oh, and there was a turd in the urinal. I hope that was unrelated to the fight. Someone got...
Nigga, what? Why was it a turd in the urinal? It ain't no way in hell that I gotta use the bathroom that bad where I'll be like, you know what, I'm a shit in the urinal. That's number one. Number two, it remind me of this story that my man's Jai, he told me when his ass got, like, he was literally going to the bathroom before class started, and he just went into the bathroom and niggas was boxing in that motherfucker, and he was like, yo, like he was he just walked into it and didn't know what was going on. He just knew that niggas was scrapping. That's all you know. That shit was hilarious to me, bruh.
The crap kicked out of them. The dudes from the class where I was from before I changed classes started doing group masturbating sessions in the locker room before or after pay. That crap smelled like rotten oysters after. The next class was always fricked because of the smell. Like if you've done this before with your homies. A fresh.
I'm stressed. And like, and it's like dudes that's like this will do stuff like this, have the super straight logo on their TikToks and shit like that. This is not cool. I'm stressed. That really did a lot. Wow, yo, what?
Freshman got jerked off by his girlfriend under the table in the cafeteria during lunch. Someone sitting near them noticed was happening, took a video, and posted it online. The administration quickly found out, the video was taken down, and all three involved were suspended.
Suspended? That is straight like that. Why would you? Eddie, alright, so whenever I'm gonna say this now. If you're a person that'll like expose somebody, like straight post it on the gram and Twitter or whatever, you are weird. You are weird. I just don't have no respect for you at all. You're just a weirdo. You need to get your ass beat, all type of shit, because that shit is not cool. If you still do that shit, you're a fucking dweeb. You're a fucking weirdo. The dude who was going out with Sky Jackson and did it to Sky Jackson, you're a fucking weirdo. You're a fucking dweeb. That shit is not fucking cool. Don't ever do that shit in your motherfucking life. That shit is weird, bruh. That shit is not cool at all. Don't do it.
I ran cross country in high school. Sometimes during practice we would run through trails in the woods surrounding the high school. One day right after school ended we started running down the trails and stumbled upon two students fricking. Judging by their reactions, I don't think they were expecting a group of 15 guys to run by while they were getting it on. High school.
Yo, that's reminded me, bro. That shit is crazy to me. It's reminded me of when my mans was at football practice and these two fucking kids was fucking, like, I don't know if they was freshmen. I'm pretty sure we was freshmen at the time, but I'm pretty sure they was freshmen too. They were fucking behind the school, and it was a window. Like, they were fucking behind the school, and it was a window, and it was like they were in the classroom. It wasn't a classroom. It was like the basement, I think. Yeah, it was like the basement, like around football practice. And these niggas was fucking in the back of school. I'm pretty sure they didn't think nobody was be down there, but like motherfuckers was down there, and this was like after school and shit like that. They was fucking. Why are you fucking outside in the back of the school? Y'all are so wild. Like, it's wild. It's like shit like that be blowing my mind like every day.
Bus hit a deer. Police were called. Deer was shot 3 times in front of the bus to put it down.
What the fuck?
From the parking lot while skipping school. I'm a hunter, and during season if I were to see an injured deer or even hit one, I would put it out of its misery and use my tag. None of the meat would be edible, just wouldn't want it suffering.
Yo said we hit a deer, shot that bit 3 whole times to put it down. And I'm like, in front of kids, I would say we at high school, we grown, fuck it. Ain't no way you gonna shoot a fucking deer 3 whole times. 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
We had to go outside for a physics experiment, but on the way from the classroom to the field, there was a bloody trail, because a girl had just been stabbed in the bathroom and run to the nurse. She'd moved to the country less than a month prior, gotten mixed up with some shady people, and a 14-year-old hid in the bathroom stall before jumping out and trying to stab her in the face. She put her arms up and only had superficial injuries, but she never came back. Poor girl had PTSD last time I checked. 8th grade.
That shit is sad, and this reminded me of when this was I think this was on the news and shit like that. It was, I guess this dude was bullying Yo or whatever. He was like all up in his shit and shit, like he was fucking with him the whole time. And then the dude reached up in his dip. That means reaching up in his pants and shit. And he pulled out a knife, but he didn't see the shit. But the dude run up on him like, yo, what you reaching your dip for? And he getting closer to Yo. I still think this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. Why the fuck would you get close to a nigga and you know he might have pulled out some shit out of his pants? That shit was dumb as fuck to me. So he did that. As soon as he got close, Yo got him. Bah! Hit his ass from the side, like in the side of his shit. And then the motherfucker ran and he chased his ass. I feel like that's the most scariest shit in the world. But the motherfucker, like, your life is in danger and the motherfucker is chasing you. Chasing your ass, bruh. Like, really on you. That shit is scary as fuck to me. So that shit happened. I think it was on the news. Yo got expelled. I think he went to jail too. All type of shit. Like, regular shit during school. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing we ain't seen before.
Teacher showed us a video of a woman giving birth. Very close shots. Very graphic. Very disturbing to most 8th graders. Weird kid in the class tucks his arms into his shirt and starts jerking off to the fully dilated Tywit being shown on the 200-inch projector screen. Good lord. What the frick?
Childbirth is one of the most, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful situation and all that stuff. But that shit is fucking disgusting to me. I will never eat. Like, I understand one day I'm gonna have a child and shit like that, but I don't know if I'm gonna be that person to be in the room while my wife is giving childbirth, because I'm gonna cringe so hard and I'm gonna just like, it's so ill. Like, I understand, yo, you gotta be there for your wife and shit, as you should, but I'ma be at an angle to where I cannot see shit, cause seeing that on fucking Discovery Channel and shit when I was younger traumatized me, and it still do. But for you to beat your whole meat to that shit, you're a fucking dweeb weirdo cornball ass negro.
We had a girl who would sit in the back of the bus and seemed to always have a different dude sit next to her. Turns out she was giving guys hand jobs for a small price. School is all about learning a trade.
I ain't mad at it. Shorty was getting her bag. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Had a guy run through the school completely naked.
What the fuck?
By the way,
what
even
the
ran
fuck?
up and slapped some
What
teacher's
the fuck?
butt. Haven't heard of
What
it since
the
that day
fuck?
was like 5+ years ago.
That nigga's in jail. That nigga's in prison.
Condom left wrapped around the tap on the sink in the boys' toilets. A week later it was still there. A month later there was another one next to it. I read this as used a condom that was left wrapped around the tap on the sink and thought you found a used condom and then used it. And I almost died right here. Me and 3 others found a freaking dungeon underneath the auditorium in the back storage room. The girl who ran it was a junior who fricked a good portion of the football team there. There was a bucket filled quart away with used condoms. Fun day. In 8th grade.
Fun day. How's that fun? Yo, it's getting weirder and weirder as the stories go. This is weird, bruh. This is not cool.
We went on a class trip to Hershey Park. 2 girls gave a guy a BJ on the bus ride home next to a sleeping chaperone. They eventually got caught, and that's why there are now no co-ed buses in the district. This was also in 2002. I wonder if that's the reason we don't have co-ed in my district. A sophomore at my school.
When it's like, the more you will, well, blah, blah, blah. What the fuck is wrong with me? I just had a whole stroke. The more and more, like, you realize that motherfuckers was sexually active in high school. Most people were sexually active in middle school, and that's like a small ass percentage. But like, yo, did he say 2 girls? Like, he was getting top of that nigga is goated. That nigga is goated. That nigga needed an award too. In high school, that that nigga was the guy. He probably had a whip, all that shit. Yo, shout out to that nigga, cause that nigga goated.
Gave a freshman a donut filled with CM. He got criminal charges. I have no
As he
idea
should.
what the charges were. I do know that he got fired from his job and expelled. I don't know much else besides the sophomore was dating the freshman's friend. Also, I have never seen Van Wilder or any of the other movies people are suggesting. That is plain revolting. ETA.
What
I knew
the
somebody would go
fuck?
there. Didn't expect so many. Reddit delivers you frickin' deviants. Walked
I'm
into a
perplexed.
bathroom after school and found a guy and a girl about to go to town. She had her shirt off and skirt up. He had his pants on. I caught them just before the moment of insertion. I said nothing. I would have left them to it, except all other bathrooms on campus except this one were always locked shortly before.
So he had to
bell.
go.
So I silently walked to a urinal, calmly did my business, properly washed my hands. By the time I went to leave, the girl was hiding in a stall and the guy was waiting by the door. I shrugged at the guy. Guy shrugged back. I left and heard the door lock behind me. Not one of us said anything or made a sound during the entire exchange. For everyone calling it a power move, I appreciate it, but I just
He is a
wanna
god
be
for
the
that.
pushy.
I'm fuck with Joe for that. That shit is funny. Yo said, I respectfully washed my hands. It got the fuck up out of there. That shit is funny, yo. That is funny as hell. But it's real. I would have did the same thing. Like, yo, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm not using the bathroom for y'all. So I'm going to the bathroom. But like, the fact that it's like most dudes probably would have been like, you know what? I'm entirely not gonna even go to the bathroom. I'm gonna go ahead and let them do what they doing and shit and leave. Bro, yo had to go. So I respect him. I respect him a lot. That man's a soldier. No limit soldier.
This is a power move. We always threw house parties at my friend's house. One day I went to grab my jacket from one of the rooms and I heard some moaning and groaning, so I thought it was just a couple hooking up. I flipped the lights on BC. I couldn't find my jacket and saw that 3 of the track girls were butt naked finger banging and eating each other out. Instead of just standing there and watching or trying to participate, my nerdy high school self said hi, waved, and said have fun as I walked out, giving them privacy. Later on that year, I ended up dating one of the girls and would always try to mention it and maybe try to get a threesome going. Never happened.
Hey,
She
yo.
said it was just a drunk moment. Michael Sarah.
Yeah, Michael Sarah, is that you? Yo, I'm not mad at him for doing what he was trying to do. Yo said, yo, I got with you and I'm trying to get it. I gotta get the situation going. But like, yo, most niggas probably would have joined on it and all the other stuff. But I'm trying to get my jacket so I can dip. That's all I was worried about was my jacket. I would have got my jacket and dip. No, that is funny as shit. That is hilarious. But this video get too long. I don't want it to be as long as the other one, but you know what I'm saying, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I know y'all did because I'm in the video, you know what I'm saying. But if you did, make sure you like that video, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you can know when I upload new videos. Just know that I've been doing this since 00. Peace.